morning. Welcome to Bears and Booze. And today we have a friend who's an expert not only into nuclear energy, but also into sustainable communities. Welcome, Dr. Alvin Culaba.
Good morning, Benji.
Alvin is a university fellow and professor of mechanical engineering of the De La Salle University, Manila, and also a in-scholar scientist of Florida State University. When I met Alvin, listening to him talk about energy, clean energy, and sustainable communities, I said to myself, I have to have this guy in our TV show. And today I asked him to really just provide us concepts and methods and exactly what he means when he talks about sustainable communities. You see, today I think is the beginning of the climate change conference at Copenhagen. And they're talking about low carbon economy, sustainable consumption, greening the villages. And we have in our midst a scholar scientist like Alvin who could really popularize these concepts, which means he can make us more understand what exactly the scientists are talking about. So please, Alvin, can you now introduce the vision mission of your program and share with us exactly what is the perspective we're coming from?
Right. Thank you so much, for inviting me in this program. The recent events, that has affected our country, particularly, Typhoon Ondoy.
Yeah.
I was in Florida then when this has happened, and I've seen the devastation it has brought, to Metro Manila and the other areas close to Metro Manila. And the current, changes in this, climate and weather is, to scientists attributed to the change in climate, this global warming phenomenon. Although there are so many scientific studies that have yet, to be looked at, to be studied, but this we recognize that has something to do with the changes in our weather patterns and all. And the devastation that we have seen prompts, us, and even the government, that this is no ordinary, situation. It requires actually a lot of resources. We make use, we, go back to the government, to the local government, to the NGOs. But I think more than that, we have to teach our communities. We have to teach our own communities to be able to help themselves. And this is actually what the vision of sustainable communities is all about.
Okay.
At De La Salle University, Benji, we integrate research and community service in the areas of poverty reduction, environment, and health and safety, which is really an important, subject these days. And of course, applied technology with this globalization and the youth, at risk. And therefore, this brings us to this concept of sustainable communities. And our vision is to be able to set up like a center of excellence, in service and development at De La Salle University, Manila, working towards building self-help, caring and open, communities, leading to transformative creation of a more humane, harmonious, socially and economically productive Philippine society.
You're talking paradise.
I wish, if we can build a paradise, of course, why not? That's really what we are trying to pursue, Because at the end of the day, our mission is really to build, a sustainable community which help us, or they help themselves, So you cannot rely on the government helping all the time,
Well, Alvin, the co-op movement has already proven that. We have almost 21,000 operational cooperatives with 5 million members.
Exactly.
In a generation.
This is what I am saying. Groups or organizations, activities like COPA, that you do should be, trickled down to really to the massa, to the people. They have to, help and care each other. It's not about only the government or local or the officials, but we have seen that, the bayanihan concept.
Yeah, that's precisely the point. We have the bayanihan as a culture.
Yes,
and what happened to our bayanihan spirit?
Well,
That's another story.
times change. And the advent of new technology separates our people from talking to each other, from, you know, mingling and activities, you know. People now, the young now, tends to spend more time in the computer. We transact business online. You know, we
E-commerce.
don't want to go to the banks and transact business with people there. You know, you don't want to go to the department stores. Now you can just buy online. And this is changing because the pattern of the relationship between our people, our neighbors, you know, and when, you know, this situation comes and we need each other, we seem to be, you know, am I going to help this, or, you know. So that is really the, you know, the problem.
So,
So,
and how long have you been into this kind of work?
Well, this is a
Alvin?
concept in progress. With the Florida State University now, we just signed a memorandum of agreement last year. No, sorry, about September of this year.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. We are going to capitalize, no, on the resources, on expertise.
Why Florida?
Well, why Florida? They came over to LaSalle.
Oh.
And
They were the ones who approached LaSalle.
yes, LaSalle, and with me, they took me as their scholar scientist, and we tried to put together an idea that will eventually not involve only LaSalle. UP, of course, Diliman, and other institutions, perhaps, maybe Ateneo.
Yeah.
You know, we have to put all resources together.
Yes.
We cannot be, you know, LaSalle alone, you know, Florida State alone.
And maybe all the state colleges and universities.
Yes, because, you know, it's a huge task. We need a lot of resources, and every institution that may be able to contribute, you know, to this effort, why not?
Yes.
Except that the challenge there, Benji, is, you know, coordination, you know, sometimes it
Voluntarism.
become more ineffective, you know, when more and more people are involved. But nevertheless, the mission really of this concept is we actually recognize or even appreciate the socio-cultural and heritage and the indigenous technology that we have, you know, in the Philippines, and we are rich in that.